yan ay Section 204L of the Immigration and Nationality Act. Ito po yung provision ng Immigration Nationality Act na pwedeng makakuha pa rin ng green card yung mga beneficiaries kahit na namatay na yung petitioner, ano po? At kahit na pending pa lang yung petition. Pero ang number one requirement dito do sa beneficiary, the beneficiary must be residing in the United States. Ano po? Ito po yung requirement niyan. To qualify for relief under Section 204L of the Immigration and Nationality Act, INA for short, ano po? An individual must have been residing in the U.S. at the time of the qualifying relative's death and must continue to reside in the U.S. when seeking relief. Ano po? So, eligible individuals include principal or derivative beneficiaries of pending or approved family-based petitions. So, yan na lamang po ang ating i-discuss. Ano po? So, ang ibig pong sabihin nito, meron ditong nag-a-apply ng green card. So, ngayon, na-file na yung application. Kaso, sinamampalad, yung US citizen petitioner, pagpalagay po natin ito ay US citizen petition, spousal petition. Ano po? So, sinamampalad namatay yung US citizen. So, pwede pa ba na ituloy yung green card application kahit na namatay na yung petitioner? So, ang kailangan lamang po na patunayan noong beneficiary para magtuloy-tuloy itong application na ito, no? Kailangan patunayan niya na siya ay naninirahan dito sa Amerika at patuloy siyang maninirahan dito sa Amerika. Ngayon, ano ba ibig sabihin ng residing in the US? Ano ba? Residence means the principal actual dwelling place, in fact, and is not equivalent to physical presence. So, whatever that means, ano po? Kung ano man ang pagkakaiba ng dalawa na yun. Basta ibig sabihin ito, palagay ko, domicile ito. Kasi ibig sabihin nung is not equivalent to physical presence, ibig sabihin, kahit absent ka dito sa US, ito pa rin ang domicile mo. And number 2, temporary absences abroad are permissible, but the applicant must demonstrate that the U.S. remained their actual dwelling place. Ngayon, kaya po natin ginamit na example yung spousal petition, kasi marami pong complications pagka hindi spousal petition ito or petition ng U.S. citizen parents, a minor child. Kasi kapag ka po naging out of status yung isang beneficiary dito, meron siyang illegal presence. So, hindi siya magko-qualify dito. Ano po? So, ito po yung mga physically present in the US considered as residing at the time of death of their petitioner. So, ang kailangan lamang dito, no, para aprubahan ng immigration, you are not a threat to the national interest and security of the United States. So, kapag ka po kasi kayo ay naging threat to national interest, lagot na. So, pero ibig sabihin niya, mas mababa ang threshold requirement nito kasi kailangan niya lang patunayan na kayo ay nakatira dito sa Amerika. Sino ba naman ang madi-deny dahil sa kinalaban ng Amerika? Ano po? So, kung ikaw ay ordinary beneficiary lamang, wala kang masyadong political beliefs na pinopost mo sa mga social media laban sa Amerika, I don't think you will be disqualified. Ano po? Ayan. Ano ba ang pagkakaiba ng Section 204L sa humanitarian reinstatement. Ito po ang pagkakaiba. The primary differences are that Section 204L requires U.S. residence and is a legal right, whereas humanitarian reinstatement is a discretionary request based on broader humanitarian factors and does not require U.S. residence at the time of death of the petitioner. So, mahalaga po yung distinction na yan. Ano po? Kasi, itong Section 204L, you will get a green card based on a legal right. Karapatan po yun na makakuha ng green card nung mga beneficiary na namatayan ng petitioner. Samantalang, provided they can prove that they are residing in the U.S. Ano po? At the time of the death of the petitioner. Samantalang itong humanitarian reinstatement, discretionary, meron pong 7 factors that the beneficiary has to satisfy. Meron dyan isang requirement, yung residence in the US. Wala siyang residence doon although it is not a requirement, kaya lang merong isang factor na hinihingi yun na tumira ba rito sa Amerika yan. So kung tumira, palagay ko pabor yun, pero kung hindi, lagas na kagad yung isa sa 7 factors. So yun po ang key difference ng dalawa na yun. The Section 204L beneficiary must prove U.S. residence at the time of death of the petitioner. So, kung ikaw ay nag-apply ng green card sa pamamagitan ng U.S. citizen spouse, malaking pag-asa pag nag-qualify ka. Pero yung humanitarian reinstatement, since it is discretionary at ang palagi pong nakakapag-apply niyan yung mga outside of the US, tsaka maghihintay pa sila ng revocation ng approved petition. So ayan po ang pinakaiba. Ang humanitarian reinstatement dapat merong approved petition. Ito namang Section 204L, kahit na pending ang application, yung petition, pwede nang i-apply. So, yan po ang kaibahan ng Section 204L sa humanitarian reinstatement, at ito po ay madalas nagagamit ng mga nandito na sa Amerika na ina-applyan ng green card ng asawa nila, kasamaang palad ay namatay, kaya pwede pa rin ituloy. So, ito po ang Section 204L. It is a statutory right for certain surviving beneficiaries to continue their immigration benefits if they resided in the U.S. at the time of their petitioner's death. While humanitarian reinstatement is a discretionary process for beneficiaries whose petitions were approved but need to be reinstated on humanitarian grounds, regardless of U.S. residence at the time of the qualifying relative's death. So, yan po ang pagkakaiba. Mas magaan ang requirement ng Section 204L, kaya lang, kailangan ang mapatunayan mo, tumira ka rito sa U.S. nung time na namatay yung beneficiary, yung petitioner mo. So, yan po ang ating topic for today, Section 204L, adjustment of status, kasi andi dito ka sa US, kaya adjustment of status, mag-a-apply ka ng green card while you are in the US. If you are outside of the US and you are not residing in the US, hindi po yun applicable sa inyo. Baka po sakali yung humanitarian reinstatement or yung tinatawag na widow spouse, na within 2 years dapat i-file nyo po yun. So, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig at panunod, at isa na namang episode ang ating natapos ngayon So, napapakinggan po tayo sa radiophilm.com, R-A-D-Y-O, philm.com, at saka po sa Flash TV sa Philippines. Maraming salamat po sa panonood. Please subscribe and like, at yung iba, kung pwede nyo na rin i-share. Maraming salamat po. Bye-bye!